Looking for the best co-op games for streamers to light up your content in 2025? Games that bring teamwork, chaos, and laughs are exactly what viewers love to see. So if you're planning your next multiplayer stream and want to keep your audience hooked, here's a look at some of the best co-op titles that deliver pure entertainment.
In Overcooked 2, you and your friends run a small kitchen where orders come non-stop. Dishes appear on the screen showing what needs to be chopped, cooked, and served. One person can cut vegetables, another can boil pasta, while someone else handles plating or washing. The kitchen isn't always normal. Sometimes the floor slides apart or tables move from one side to another. Communication becomes part of the process as players share tasks and pass ingredients before the timer runs out. You often end up laughing when things go wild, like when soup burns or when food lands on the wrong plate. To complete levels, you have to adapt, plan, and finish dishes before the time hits 0. The more players join, the more chaotic and hilarious the kitchen becomes, which keeps the whole experience lively and full of energy.
POPUCOM is a vibrant action puzzle where players work side by side to handle different tasks with colored-based tools. The main setup involves matching 3 blocks of the same shade so they explode and clear the path ahead. Players switch between 2 colors, and those colors determine which platforms they can walk on or which barriers react to their shots. The level design relies on understanding which color to switch to and when to act. Also, some puzzles require both players to act at once, so one opens a gate while the other climbs or shoots. Players often help each other reach higher platforms or unlock paths by swapping colors in sync. Barriers, switches, and moving platforms respond differently depending on the shade you use. Enemies can only be defeated when their weak spots match your chosen color. POPUCOM easily lands on the list of the best co-op games for streamers, since watching perfect coordination in this color-matching world is a treat on screen.
In It Takes Two, 2 characters shrink into toy-sized versions of themselves inside a home filled with moving gadgets and talking objects. The story carries them through different themed areas, each packed with puzzles and mini-challenges that rely on cooperation. One player might swing across gaps, while the other uses magnets or nails to open paths. Also, the game constantly shifts its style, switching from platforming to shooting targets or steering tiny vehicles. Here, every section introduces new mechanics that keep both players engaged with different challenges requiring timing and coordination. Besides that, the split-screen setup shows both players' views at once, so viewers can see everything happening simultaneously. In short, It Takes Two is one of the best co-op games for streaming, where every scene brings a new type of shared challenge to enjoy.
Are you someone who hates the sight of spiders crawling around? Kill It with Fire 2 lets you handle that fear in the most chaotic way possible. You play as an exterminator armed with a wild set of weapons and gadgets. The goal is super straightforward here. Wipe out spiders that hide inside random objects or crawl across rooms. Different items can be smashed, blasted, or burned, and spiders might burst out from the least expected spots. Some might jump right at you, while others cling to walls or ceilings. When playing with friends, the action doubles as the team explores strange worlds in clear spider infestations together. You can switch between modes, either following the main story or joining a match where humans face off against spider players. In one mode, you chase spiders using wild gadgets, while in another, you can crawl, hide, and surprise others as a spider. This setup creates hilarious encounters and constant back-and-forth chaos during matches. Kill It with Fire 2 is, without a doubt, one of the best games to stream right now. This game from Nuggets Entertainment invites players to steer one RV together as they try to find a way home through strange backcountry routes. Up to 4 players share control of the same vehicle, switching roles as needed to keep things steady. The RV can tilt, slide, or get stuck in rough terrain, so players must handle the winch to pull through tricky paths. Items found around the world help fix the vehicle and keep it steady for the journey ahead. Along the way, wild animals in tough terrain make travel interesting without turning it into something too heavy. You might find yourself jumping out to connect the winch, guide the driver, or balance the RV while others steer from inside. Everyone manages small but important actions like steering, adjusting, or controlling the power to climb slopes. Sometimes the group has to react fast when the road throws unexpected challenges, but that's where the coordination shines the most. RV Theria was released recently and quickly became popular on Steam, and hence it is one of the best games for streamers right now.
Games built around sandbox-style worlds always grab attention fast, since anything can happen anywhere. Wobbly Life follows that easygoing flow, as players enter a lively town filled with activities. The story begins with Grandpa sending the player out to earn cash and start a new life. The map is packed with jobs like pizza delivery, taxi driving, firefighting, and even disco dancing. Completing these earns money that can be spent on clothes, vehicles, or homes scattered across the world. You can jump from job to job, try mini-games, and unlock story missions that lead to fun discoveries. Moreover, you can team up with others in online or split-screen play to share silly moments and experiment with different activities. The world reacts in funny ways when players interact with objects, ride vehicles, or explore new places together. This game also allows you to visit shops and even adopt pets after earning enough.
If you're looking for a 2-player co-op game to stream, Split Fiction is the recent hit that feels like jumping between 2 minds at once. 2 writers, Mio and Zoe, end up trapped inside worlds created by their own ideas. Both players control them together on split screens, where actions on one side affect what happens on the other. Each area shifts between sci-fi and fantasy setups, and both characters gain new ways to interact with what's around them. Later, the game switches up scenarios often, so nothing stays the same for long. The challenge lies in syncing what both do so that puzzles open paths ahead. Together, they adapt and react through strange twists inside worlds built from their imagination. Little Nightmares games always surprise players with their strange worlds and mysterious stories. They're known for silent storytelling, odd characters, and places that look both familiar and disturbing. Every part of the series draws you in through puzzles and slow discovery rather than fast action. The atmosphere builds a sense of curiosity, making you wonder what might be behind every corner or what the next shadow might hide. Instead of relying on words, everything is told through scenes, sounds, and actions. Little Nightmares 3 continues that pattern by letting 2 friends move through a dark land full of strange machines and hidden dangers. Both characters use their special items to pass obstacles, such as using arrows to reach targets or a wrench to clear blocked paths. At times, they sneak under furniture or crawl into vents to avoid trouble. Enemies chase or search, so the pair must stay hidden or use the environment to escape. Grounded made a name for itself with its backyard survival idea, where players were shrunken to insect size. The mix of crafting, base building, and fighting tiny creatures felt fresh, and exploring an ordinary yard from that perspective became its signature. The game let players collect resources, build gear, and construct safe spots among grass, stones, and puddles. With Grounded 2, the same concept now shifts to Brook Hollow Park, expanding everything on a larger scale. Shrunk once again, players face a massive park filled with towering playground equipment, overgrown plants, and hidden corners that stretch far beyond the backyard setting from before. The new map allows players to create shelters, craft armor, and use buggies to travel across wider areas. These insect partners help carry materials or join battles against creatures lurking in the park. The final game on our list of best co-op games for streamers is Peak.
The whole idea centers around a long climb up a massive mountain with friends. Everyone works together by gripping onto ledges and finding safe spots before the stamina bar empties. When stamina gets low, resting at steady areas helps recover strength. Players can also help each other by lifting teammates who hang below. Food items scattered around help restore energy and prepare for longer climbs. Ropes, pythons, and other tools come into play to secure areas and reach tough spots. Careful stamina and weight balance matter, since overloading slows recovery. Communication plays an important role, as friends share anchor points or warn about loose paths ahead.